Good morning, everyone here in Ontario. Once again, this is Friday with the Kuyas. We call it Morning with the Kuyas. Today is October 1st. It's already first day of October. Wake me up when September ends. Since October 1st, time is so fast. Talagang hindi natin nakaligtaan where did the first 3 quarters of the year went. Diba? And today we're gonna have a special guest again. Hindi na siya, in short, Kuya Mikmik, regular guest natin. Kung pwede nga every month natin to. Kasi this is one of our top school. This is where we start talaga. I should say, dito nag-umpisa ang Sun-Cor with Fanshawe College. So, good evening pala lahat ng nasa Pilipinas, ng lahat ng nanonood. Magandang gabi, mayong gabi. And without further ado, let me introduce you again, Miss Ina. She is the international representative for the Philippines for Fanshawe College. Hi Ina, kumusta?
Hi, kumusta din? Good evening and good morning or good afternoon kung nasa Manila. Nandito ako sa Philippines, so good evening. Friday night, so for sure you have a good time to listen to our webinar today. And live stream naman siya sa Facebook, so anytime you can watch this session. So can I already start your presentation?
Yeah, you can start para at least marami tayong...
Give me a second. All right. So can you see my presentation?
Yes.
Okay, perfect. So, hi again. My name is Ina, and I'm the International Education Advisor of Fanshawe College for the Philippines. So today, basically, I will be sharing with you information about our school, the programs that we offer, the application process, and also the student services that we provide to international students, especially to Filipinos like you. So to start, just to give you quick information about Fanshawe. So Fanshawe College is located in London, Ontario. So London is actually one of the largest cities in the province. It's 2 hours away from Toronto Airport, which is the main entry point for our students. So we understand that not all of our international students would actually have family members who can pick them up in the airport, or siguro friends na can fetch them in the airport upon their arrival. So later on, I will be sharing with you the arrival service that we provide to all of our international students coming into Canada for the first time. Also, for Fanshawe College, in terms of our student population, we have 22,000 full-time students, and 7,500 of them are international, representing 104 different countries. So very apparent yung multiculturalism of Canada in the international student population in Fanshawe. And currently, I think in 2020, since 2020, Philippines is actually the second biggest market or country in the international student population of our school. So knowing us Filipinos, siguro mas magiging confident tayo and mas magiging comfortable tayo if, let's say, we know someone or merong isang kapwa Pilipino or kababayan in the school that we are going to study in, or in the new place that we're going to live in. So most likely, if let's say you will start your program in the college, you will possibly meet siguro isa, dalawa, probably 5 Filipinos in the same program as you. You're very much lucky if kasama mo sila sa section nyo mismo. And also, I believe the Sun-Cor team can also attest to na very established na rin yung Filipino community in London. And that's because of the increased number of students studying in Fanshawe. And the good thing about this is that even after graduation, they even decided to stay in London City to help incoming students as well. And how we deliver our programs in the school, we do practice experiential learning. because we want to develop yung knowledge and the skills needed by the industry for our students in the program. So it's very different to how programs and curriculum are being created, let's say, here in the Philippines. So in the Philippines, if you are going to study in a college or in a university, most likely the curriculum of the programs or the degrees that you will finish are created by subject matter experts, by the Commission on Higher Education, or by the professors themselves. But in Canada, specifically in Fanshawe College, it's totally different. Whenever we create curriculum or the programs that we offer, we don't just tap in the academy. We don't just talk to subject matter experts. We also take into consideration the recommendation and suggestions and feedback coming from the industry partners. Why? Because technically, at the end of your studies, sila yung magiging future employers nyo. So even before you're still a student, we want to know what type of skill sets they are looking for their potential employee. Also, we want to know the systems, the technologies, and yung mga facilities that they are using in the industry, so that we can also incorporate that in how we deliver our programs. So that, let's say, kahit student ka pa lang, you are honing that skill, and also you have a full grasp of that specific software, or you're familiar with the facility para right after graduation, when you're looking for jobs and you're now employed, hindi ka na mangangapa, and you're fully equipped with those skill sets. And one of the best practice of how we do experiential learning in the college is that we provide placements and co-op or cooperative education in our programs. So probably if you've started your search about studying in Canada, you will come across these two terms. So ano ba yung placement, ano ba yung co-op? What's the difference? What's the similarity? So for Fanshawe College, in our programs, majority of our programs would have placements. Placements are actually shorter in terms of duration. Let's say you're an early childhood education program student. So in a semester, you have to spend several hours. Let's say in a week, you have to spend 2 or 3 hours in a basic education school, or let's say in a daycare center. So you have to complete that yung hour mo per week and per semester before you can move on to the second semester. Also, placements are not generally paid, but it will depend on the program that you're in, or the industry that you're in, or yung employer nyo mismo, if they will give you some sort of an allowance. So one sample would be our culinary management program students. Meron silang placement, let's say in a restaurant or in a hotel. They will be doing their externship to that specific hotel or restaurant. So hindi man siya paid, but they will give you allowances, or let's say they will give you yung tip na na-accumulate dun sa service sa araw na yun. So it's let's say divided among the people who's doing service for that specific day or that specific service hour. So those are placements, and majority of our programs in Fanshawe that we offer to international students would have that kind of placements. Co-op or cooperative education, on the other hand, is longer in terms of duration. Minimum is 4 months, the maximum is 8 months. And co-op, unlike placements, co-op is actually paid internship. Yun talaga yung parang meaning niya. Co-op is paid internship, cooperative education. So it's in your program, and it's usually done in between your semesters. So normally it's running through in your like summer breaks, and also for the co-op, since it's paid internship, you can earn higher than minimum wage. Parang na siyang job mo talaga. And some companies even provide the entry-level salary of their company when you are doing your co-op term with them. So that's really good, because either if you're the program that you're looking for, or you're studying in Fanshawe College, would have placements and or co-op man yan, the bottom line is that we want you to have the hands-on experience, the first-hand experience in working in a Canadian workplace setting. Get to interact with people that are working on the same field as you, so that by the end of the day, once that you've graduated in the program and also you're now looking for jobs, magiging ready ka for everything because you already have that skills and you have that experience already. So that's what we are focusing on for all of our students in Fanshawe College. And now let's talk about the programs that we offer. So in the programs that we offer at Fanshawe, we try to provide a variety of programs that would cater to the interests and also the credentials of our students. So for our international students, we have 17 areas of study. So in the Philippines, majority of the Filipino applicants and students that we have, a lot of them are taking business programs, community studies and education, culinary arts, health sciences, IT, nursing, science and engineering, and tourism, hospitality, and recreation. So those are the most common programs. But in the past few intakes, we've also seen a lot of students taking aviation, which is good. For fall 2021, we have, I think, 10 students in aviation, which is good. There's also a lot of interest coming from construction and trades, design and arts, media, also in transportation as well. So I hope that whatever program that you are looking for, we have it in Fanshawe College. And also, aside from the variety of programs that we offer, you can finish with different types of credentials in Fanshawe. So we have degree programs, and these are 4 years. We also have post-secondary certificate, na 1 year. Diploma, na 2 years. Advanced diploma is 3 years. And if you already have a degree and you want to do skills upgrading in Canada, we have graduate certificate programs. And these are 1 year and 2 year programs. So it's kind of overwhelming to see a lot of programs offered by Fanshawe College. So, and also ang dami ding type of credentials that you can finish. But in the next slide, I will be sharing with you kung ano how you can narrow down your choice of program, since very overwhelming na siya, especially if this is the first time that you will come across if this is the first time you will try to look for, you're interested in to study in Canada. So ano ba yung credentials mo right now? The program that you can study in our school and also the postgraduate opportunities for you. So in the Philippines, we have different types of credentials. So admissions team and I already sat down on this one, and we have 3 categories for our students. So the first category is high school graduates. So yes, we do accept students from the old curriculum of DepEd, meaning they finished 4th year high school or grade 10. So these students would either they did not finish any college degree, or nag-start sila ng college but they stopped. So if you are a high school graduate or you know someone who's a high school graduate pero walang college and who would like to study in Canada, yes, we can accept you in our school. However, you have to finish 1 year general arts and science before you can continue to any 1 to 3 year post-secondary program. So why do you need general arts? It will basically compensate for the missing grades 11 and 12, and also the college degree that we normally receive from an international applicant. So if ever naman, let's say you finish at least 2 complete years in college, or you finish an associate degree from a college or university in the Philippines na at least 2 years or 3 years, you can be exempted from the general arts and science. So it's still possible. A lot of our students are who are OFWs, yung mga after high school, they went abroad to work for their families and now they want to seek greener pastures in Canada. A lot of them are actually in this specific category. So yes, it's possible for you to study in Canada still. The second category, which applies to majority of you, you're both high school and college graduates. Some of you might have master's degree, or some of you might have, let's say, PhD already or doctorate. So here, you can actually apply to any program in our school. So be it post-secondary or graduate certificate, depende na lang yan sa program of interest mo and also yung how long you plan to study. And the last category that we have is our emerging market, yung K-12 graduates. I've received several questions coming from parents and students themselves na grade 11 pa lang sila or they're about to finish grade 12 and they don't want to study here in the Philippines for college, for a bachelor's degree, and they want to explore studying in Canada. So if you know someone or you are a K-12 graduate, you're about to finish K-12, you can start and you can be admitted in Fanshawe and you can proceed directly to any 1 to 3 year post-secondary program without taking general arts and science. Kasi basically meron ka ng grades 11 and 12. Or if you want to study a degree program na 4 years, that is possible as well. So with the credentials that you have right now, and the program that you will study in Fanshawe College, as long as it's a full-time program and it's offered to international students. If you study a 1 year program, you can be eligible to up to 1 year PGWP. And if you study at least a 2 year program, you can be eligible to up to 3 year post-graduation work permit. So a lot of our graduate certificate programs, if you want to do skills upgrading in Canada, majority of them are only 1 year programs. So since gusto ng majority of the international students yung up to 3 year PGWP, you can actually apply and study 2 1 year programs and still be eligible to up to 3 year PGWP. So why is Fanshawe College providing this type of postgraduate opportunity? Because we are a public college in Canada and we are a designated learning institution. So that means all of our students, all of our international students who will finish any program na full-time, even our preparatory courses like general arts, yung pre-health, pre-media, pre-technology, these preparatory courses are categorized as full-time. So they are also eligible for post-graduation work permit. So a lot of people would say kasi na, bakit ko pa kailangan mag-general arts? Dagdag siya na expense for me. But no, it's considered as a full-time program. So at the end of the day, ang bottom line natin, all of the investments that you've made in Fanshawe College for your education will not be put to waste because, again, they are all eligible for a post-graduation work permit because they are considered full-time programs. So I hope this specific slide will help you siguro narrow down yung choice of program ninyo. But if you want to do for example, like program recommendations that is specific to your credential and to your profile, I would highly suggest for you to book an appointment or reach out to Sun-Cor to help you with the program recommendation and also the options for you. And now let's talk about the student services that we offer to you guys. So ngayon na nasa parang exploration stage pa tayo when you lodge your application to the school, paying your fees until pre-departure orientation. I, together with Sun-Cor, kami yung contact persons ninyo. But once that you land in Canada, we have a service called Fanshawe Cares Arrival Service Program. So ito yung mention ko kanina dun sa first slide ko. So this is a free arrival service for all of our international students. Because again, we understand that London is 2 hours away and not all of our international students would have family members who can fetch them in the airport upon their arrival. So before the pandemic, this service includes airport greeting, shuttle from Toronto to London, and 2 nights free hotel accommodation. But since the pandemic started, we also tried to change and align our services based on what's the current policy and policy of the government. So since meron tayong travel restrictions, meron din tayong quarantine requirement upon arrival to majority of the travelers, wala kaming airport greeting for the past few intakes, but we can still provide a transportation for you. And if you're arriving with your family in Canada, we can also provide a transportation for your family from Toronto Airport to your accommodation in London if you're fully vaccinated, or if you need to quarantine, will fetch you from Toronto Airport and bring you to your quarantine location in London City. Also, we cannot provide free 2 nights hotel accommodation for our students because right now the minimum requirement is 14-day quarantine. So we have partnered with hotels around London City that will provide discounted rates for our Fanshawe students who will be staying there for quarantine. So it's actually a huge deal because you will save a lot of money if you will be staying there for your quarantine if you are a Fanshawe student. And also, as an international student, you're part of the International Center family. So we have a team dedicated for all of our students with any program, admission, and student immigration related concerns. So I know for sure that MIC will have access. They can provide access to you, let's say for study permit extension and whatnot. But not all of our international students will have that kind of siguro opportunity or access to that service. So we have student immigration advisors in the International Center as well. If ever you have questions about PGWP, study permit extension, or your study permit, or yung work permit mo in Canada as an international student. Also, we have the Learning Center for all of your academic needs. And in your program, meron din kayong sarili yung program coordinator and academic advisors. So these people, they pretty much know everything about your program. So you can contact them if ever may questions kayo, or let's say hindi nyo ma-reach yung isang professor ninyo, you can talk to your academic advisors so they can help. Or let's say medyo nahihirapan ka to keep up with a specific course or subject, you can easily talk to your program coordinator so that they can help you as well. And also, if you're doing well with your academics, you can for sure apply to our scholarship and the bursaries that we provide to students. And this would range from, let's say, 500 to 2,000 Canadian dollars, and they are merit-based. So that means you have to finish at least one semester before you can apply to any scholarships that we offer to international students. Unfortunately, in program, scholarships yung in-offer namin, but hopefully by next year, we'll see if we have entry scholarships for Filipinos already. And the last student service that I would like to share with you is yung Career and Employment Service Center namin. All of our Filipino students, before, let's say, during the pre-departure orientation, I would really say na please participate in all activities led by the Career and Employment Service Center because sila yung one-stop shop access to anything that you need to know about job readiness and employment in Canada. So as early as 2 days before the start of class, we have a workshop. Meron din kaming career fairs, which is now virtual. Also, we do have simulation interviews with you. We can help you create your Canadian resume. We can help you build your LinkedIn account. Also, as a Fanshawe student, you have access to a dashboard that will show you job postings for part-time, summer, and full-time jobs. So itong job post na to, mga job dashboard na to, you actually have access to that one 5 years after graduation. So let's say natapos ka na sa program mo, you will transfer to a different city or you'll transfer to a different province. We can still help you through that dashboard to jumpstart your career in Canada. So this is just an overview of the student services that we have for international students in Fanshawe. And now let's talk about the most important thing, yung tuition fee and living expenses. So for program tuition and fees, for 1 year or 2 semesters in Fanshawe College, you can expect to spend around 16,000 to 18,000 Canadian dollars. And for our international students, you have to complete or settle the first semester tuition fee by the deadline or before the start of your classes to be officially enrolled in your program. Also, your program tuition and fees is inclusive of bus pass. So That actually will save you a lot of money kasi the major means of transportation in London is through bus. So and you're using the bus not only going to the campus, but you're also going to use the bus going to your part-time job or to your part-time, to the campus and also to get some groceries and whatnot. So that will save you a lot of money. Also, your tuition fee is inclusive of medical insurance. So that covers hospitalization, medical procedures, even dental and vision. It's part of the coverage of your insurance. And even while you're on break, meron din covered ka din ng insurance. So that's for the whole academic year. And for accommodation, specifically off campus housing, you can expect to spend around 6,000 to 8,000 Canadian dollars. And for single occupancy, probably you can expect 380 to 450 CAD per month, and that's inclusive of rent, utilities, and Wi-Fi already. The reason why I'm sharing you this specific information because for London City, it's actually 40% more affordable as compared to yung accommodation as compared to other cities in Greater Toronto area. And this is actually one of the reasons why a lot of Filipino students choose Fanshawe kasi sobrang affordable na accommodation and living expenses. Because the bus pass, yung medical insurance is already part of your tuition fee. And for books and other expenses, it's not part of the tuition fee that you will pay for to Fanshawe, but it will depend on your program. So let's say you are applying for a culinary management program, you might not spend a lot on books kasi madami yung practical sessions in the kitchen, but you have to purchase a uniform that you will use in the kitchen or yung shoes nyo and also yung basic equipment nyo for that program. So it can be around 500 to 2,000 Canadian dollars. And for the application requirements, if ever you will apply to Fanshawe College through Sun-Cor, so just to share with you, Sun-Cor actually received last year yung silver award namin for being one of their top agents in the Philippines. So ever since they've been sending students to Fanshawe College, and they're very much present, lalong-lalo na for our students, even after they finish or even after they start the program. So they do go to London City to help out our students and also just to chat with them and make sure that they're feeling okay. So if ever you will pursue your application to Fanshawe College, you can get the service of Sun-Cor, and these are the minimum requirements that we need from you. So if you're going to apply for a post-secondary program, we need both your high school and college transcripts and diplomas, and your passport. But if you're going to apply for a graduate certificate program, since a graduate certificate, the minimum requirement is a degree, so you just need to submit your college transcript and diploma and your passport. Also, Fanshawe College, we don't require IELTS or any English test for Filipino students because we've already established that the minimum instruction in schools in the Philippines is English. However, if you're going to apply for pharmacy technician and occupational therapy, ito lang talaga yung dalawang programs na nagre-require ng IELTS for Filipino students. Other programs in health such as gerontology, practical nursing, healthcare admin, and other programs in different fields such as business, IT, aviation, hospitality, culinary, motive power construction, mas hindi nila kailangan ng IELTS. Ito lang talagang dalawa, pharmacy tech and occupational therapy program. So these are the only programs that we require IELTS for Filipino students. And right now, we're currently accepting applications. We're processing applications for any intake in 2022. So if you're eyeing January, we still have programs that are open. So I would suggest for you to get your LOA as soon as possible para makapag-lodge na kayo ng visa application right away. We're also open and processing applications for May 2022 and also for September 2022 intake. So I know it's quite a handful, but if you're sure already about your program and your school of choice, we are now processing the application, and you're free to get the service of Sun-Cor to get your letter of acceptance. And yeah, that's the end of my presentation. If you want to know more about Fanshawe College, if meron na kayong program recommendation from Sun-Cor, you're free to check out our website. It's fanshawe.ca. And also our social media pages is here, Facebook and YouTube, for any information and content and materials that we provide to international students para at least mas maging prepared kayo upon your arrival in Fanshawe and in Canada. So that's the end of my presentation. Thank you so much for listening.
Thank you very much, Ina. Again, once again, hands down talaga kami how you explain everything. Parang wala nang dapat i-question. Nandun na lahat eh. From scholarship, from COVID assistance, everything is there. But once again, Ina, thank you very much. But may mga questions lang ng mga estudyante ngayon. Well, okay lang ba? We'll go through the questions para at least makarami tayo. Kasi I know it's Friday night dyan. Alam mo naman.
Date night.
Date night. Okay.
Date night ng ano?
Yeah. I'm just looking to may mag-message lang dito. So Ina, regarding dun sa the scholarship, i-reiterate lang natin. Kasi alam mo naman mga Pinoy, it's more on scholarship. So they can only accept the scholarship they can only apply when they start the class.
Yes, so currently in program scholarships pa lang yung available for international students, but we're working on entry scholarships. So hindi mo kailangan mag-start agad. Mag-start muna sa Fanshawe in your program to get that scholarship. So it's still in the works. Hopefully by 2022, we can introduce that one for Filipinos specifically.
Exactly. And tama yung sinabi ni Ms. Ina. Actually, nandito kami sa Ontario. Fanshawe is the topmost Filipino international students na population. No? Isa sa tsaka pinakamaraming Filipino community na rin. Aside from, of course, Toronto, maraming Pinoy. Sa mga outside Toronto Fanshawe is London is one of the top pinakamaraming Pinoy. Alam mo naman, pag maraming Pinoy, maraming nagtutulungan. And I can attest to that kasi every time na pumupunta kami doon, yung mga Pinoy talaga, pag alam na, andyan sila, Kuya Nicky, nag-ano din. Nagkagari din sila. Yan, oo. And then,
before the pandemic, may pakain.
Yes. And then it's a very, kasi we're seeing our students there na naging successful din naman even though na may pandemic, nakikita na natin na may work din sila. Wag po kayong maano about work kasi maraming work dito sa Canada. Wag lang tayo mamili, ika nga. No? Now, even with the pandemic, jobs are still there. And may mga questions ka ba? I have a question here regarding sa dalawang program na binigay mo, Ina, regarding sa yung bagong requirement ng IELTS.
Yeah.
Kasi marami talang student gustong kumuha noon. Pero mayroon bang leeway doon? How to, for example, can they go general science muna before they just to take off that IELTS or required talaga?
Yeah, so unfortunately before, we understand that OPA is not doesn't require IELTS. Pero starting fall 2021, it's now required and it's IELTS academic. IELTS academic lang yung ina-accept and there's a specific band score that is required. So medyo siguro challenging lang talaga in taking IELTS and getting that score. But I think yung pwede namin ibigay na somehow incentive for that student because you are taking IELTS academic. Meron kasi kami English scholarship. So for the English scholarship, you can get 1,000 or 1,500 Canadian dollars if you will meet yung IELTS score na overall score of 6 with no band less than 6.0 or 7.5 and above. 7 and above, you can get 1,500 Canadian dollars. So not many Filipino students take IELTS. So may chance ka to be nominated for that scholarship. So you can get 1,000 or 1,500 Canadian dollars.
And that applies to all the programs or for those programs now?
So for the English scholarship, it's actually open to all Filipinos, regardless of your program. Pero since nag-require ng IELTS yung program mo, kung OPA yung i-take mong program, you have a chance to get that scholarship.
Wow. Yeah, maganda yung ano din yun.
So
Maganda.
lumalabas, nabawi yung cost ng
Parang,
IELTS.
oo.
Tapos
Sobra pa, bro.
tumingin sila.
Kasi IELTS cost is nasa 300.
Yes,
Ito, makakuha ka ng 1,000 to 1,500, di ba?
Yes.
And,
Kasi for the students who are applying or getting the nomination dun sa English scholarship namin, ito yung mga students na nag-SDS. Pero
Yes.
in the Philippines kasi, hindi ganun kadami talaga yung nag-SDS. So,
Yes.
a lot of them regular talaga. So, siguro mga less than 10 lagi yung mga nominees namin for English scholarship.
So konti yung room for competition for that
Yes.
scholarship.
yes. Yun. Since nandito ka na ng Ina, ipa-flash din namin yung ano namin. Aside from the scholarship and the grants we get from Fanshawe itself, with Sun-Cor naman, we do have our 3rd year anniversary bursary.
Wow.
I don't know if you can see my screen.
Starting to yan.
So with Sun-Cor, so yung promotion namin is good for 2 weeks. So this is open for the intakes for January, May, and September 2022. So like I said, we can help you waive the IELTS worth $300. And the application fee, now $100, we can waive it as well. And we can help you with the LOA for free, nothing of charge. And the most important is the $500 anniversary bonus from Sun-Cor. So once you have your visa approved, you don't need to get our visa assistance. Kasi nga, pinupush na namin mag-DIY yung mga students. Kahit LOA lang and have your visa approved. And just send us a proof that you did request for your LOA between the days above, which is from October 1st to October 15th. And that's for January, May, and September 22nd. And this is a saving of like almost $1,000. Nah. Yeah. So this would really, I don't know, we wanted to help and share also our kababayan din. And like I said, Fanshawe, wala po kayo magiging issues sa Fanshawe kasi nga, first is ang daming Pinoy. Alam mo yung natin is nagtutulungan yung mga Pinoy doon, especially international students. Marami na din tayong mga international students na naging permanent residents sa London. And also, they still continue to help our kababayan. And they're very successful din. No?
Yes.
Na PR po sila, hindi po nila kailangan lumipat ng province. Hindi po
PR
nila
na, may mga bahay na,
yes,
businesses na. So we are very happy for them.
So yun nga, hindi dahilan po yun na if it's malayo sa city, hindi ka mapi-PR. Hindi po totoo yan. Like Kuya Mikmik said, wala po yan sa province. Nasa profile po natin kung saan talaga.
Yes.
Alam mo natin kung ano bang perfect PR pathway natin for PR. And I would say marami ng mga doon, sa age naman, 40 and above. Meron tayong mga student na 40 and above na PR na.
Yes.
So wala pong limit doon. Tsaka daming, yung last time natin pumunta doon bro, most of our students are working sa Walmart, sa mga department store, sa supermarket, at the same time meron din sa healthcare system yung mga PSW. Yun. Lalo yung mga nurses
Marami
na
din.
galing sa atin na may experience na. Hindi nila kailangan mag-aral ng PSW. They just need to show that they have the right experience and right training and they can work as a PSW. And alam mo naman, London is one of parang retirement, ano din siya retirement province. Okay, yun. Miss Ina, may tanong dito kay Almira Michelle Alvarado. May expiration po ba ang LOA? I think Ina can explain this further.
Okay. So we don't yung LOA namin, once that you receive your letter of acceptance, you have to settle yung tuition fee deposit of 2,300 Canadian dollars. So yung tuition fee deposit na to, it's actually your reservation for a seat in the program. So if let's say na-miss mo yung deadline na 2,300 CAD, if the program is still open, we can reinstate you back into the program. Pero yun nga, kailangan mo na isettle yung amount na yun. And that 2,300 CAD will actually be deducted dun sa first sem tuition fee mo na kailangan mong bayaran to be officially enrolled in your program.
And this applies also the 30 days, right, Ms. Nina?
Yung 30 days. Yeah, sorry,
Yeah.
30 days from the issuance of your LOA.
Yeah, and ang pinaka the best dito sa Fanshawe, they can give you the LOA in less than 3 days. Even overnight. Yan, ganun sila ka, ano din. And
Kompleto yung documents, we can issue your
Yes.
letter of acceptance right away.
Yeah, and that's the only school na ano namin na within 1 to 3 days may LOA ka na. Basta lang na all documents are okay. So yung mga naman naghahanap ng faster LOA, good school. I think it's not good school, but one of the best school in Ontario. Fanshawe I would really recommend Fanshawe College. Kasi yung cost of living is not that high. I think may mga student kami na nakita na yung rent nila is 450 per room. Sometimes may shared room na 350 lang, dalawa kayo. Yun. Even a family is nasa around 1,000 lang. A family, ano na yun, basement. So yun. If you guys are looking also for houses, Sun-Cor can also help you out. Not only for your study, but we always wanted you to be settled and be comfortable kung nasa man kayo. Again. So another questions we have is, may shoutout dito. Miss Ina has always been helpful to all aspiring Filipino students in Fanshawe. Yan. From Melanie Bunad. Ayan. Ano na pala si Miss Ina? Artista na. Maraming nakakakilala. Ina, by the way, when are you coming here?
There siguro next year, since fully vaccinated na ako, I have a chance to go.
Ayun.
Ayun, no? Ano pa bang question? Yung health coverage po ba extend sa family? And with may additional cost po ba daw?
Yes. So for medical insurance, yung coverage sa tuition nyo, it's only for the student. But yung healthcare provider namin, which is More Care, you actually have a window to add your dependents. So your spouse or your kids, if they need insurance, you can opt them in dun sa insurance na healthcare provider namin. Pero of course, you have to pay for them. And meron silang standard rate for family members.
Yes. And bro, can you mention about the UHIP as well for the students?
So sa Ontario in particular, if you are landing with, if an international student is landing with their partner, pag si partner nakakuha na ng work, eligible na sila for Ontario Health Insurance Plan. Meaning, kung si international student covered siya ng insurance built into the tuition fee, I think this covers medical, dental, and vision if I'm not mistaken. Pero kung gusto nyong magpa-check sa doctor or kunyari nabuntis si student, mga anak, yung Ontario Health Insurance Plan would cover yung mga professional fee ng doctor, hospitalization to a certain extent. So yung may mga asawa or partner coming in here, what they need is to get employed, number one, start paying taxes. I just can't recall if it's 30 days or 90 days on the top of my head. Once they have been working for a while, 30 days or 90 days, it's between those two, if I recall. They could go to any Service Ontario. Para po ito sa ating, parang munisipyo siguro sa atin ang equivalent ng Service Ontario. And then they can get their OHIP. And once may OHIP na si spouse, kung ang primary applicant for coming to Canada is international student, ang magiging primary naman for OHIP is si spouse. So meaning, magiging dependent yung mga anak tsaka si international student. So si international student mako-cover din. This is really good, especially dun sa mga bata. Pag nagkasakit, kaubo, or na hospital, for example, covered naman. So this is a good advantage of having a partner and also residing in Ontario.
Yes. Ako mismo kasi is an OWP. Nakakuha ako naging eligible ako ng OHIP after 3 months. Tama yun bro, 90 days?
So 90 days nga, yes.
Yeah. Kailangan ko lang magpakita ng certificate of employment na I will be hired for the next 6 months by the company. So yun, once you get that, malaking savings po yun. But still, I understand yung sa student natin ni Sina, correct me if I'm wrong, is kailangan pa rin nilang kumuha ng insurance. Mandatory pa rin kahit na may OHIP na sila.
Actually, if you have OHIP, because naging dependent ka na ng OWP, you can opt out of our insurance. Say we accept OHIP. But they have to siguro talk to our student life coordinator and also yung more care consultants para ma-opt out sila of the more care. So, pwedeng ma-refund back yung insurance na previously na-charge sila. So, meron akong mga students na yung mga anak nila mag-aaral na din sa Fanshawe College. I think ito yung new student mo, Nick.
Oh, yes.
Under OHIP, under OHIP yung incoming student per winter. So, hindi lang namin siya ma-deduct sa fees niya right away kasi hindi pa mag-start yung program. Pero after mag-start, if they have a certification na cover sila ng OHIP, they can be refunded back yung insurance ng worker.
Wow. So yun nga.
Sa sobrang sikat ng Fanshawe, pati yung mga anak ng estudyante nag-aaral.
Actually, yun yung isa naming pinapropose na scholarship, yung family scholarship. Kasi yung iba na CJ yung parang nag-spearhead ng idea ng family scholarship. Kasi nga, aside from Philippines, in Korea, yung mga parents, yung mga anak doon, eventually magka-college na din at international student pa rin. So, they might get that family scholarship. So, let's see. Fingers crossed if ma-approve siya. Sana next year.
That would be nice kasi I think for Fanshawe, this is one of our growing trends na dumating yung parent, tapos naisipan nilang, maganda pala talaga yung school. Dito ko na rin paaralin yung anak ko. So this is a testimony to how nice the school and the facility is.
Yeah. And actually, sabihan nina, this is our student ko. Yung isang student natin na may 2 anak na gusto din pa.
Yes.
Actually,
may isa pa tayo dun sa diesel program, yung anak din niya. So yeah.
Thank you, Ina. Another question here from Yes. So I think this is more on co-op letter. I think the co-op letter is already included on the LOA. Kung may you guys don't release another co-op letter. Kasi naka-indicate naman doon yung co-op hours LOA.
So a lot of our students are asking, pwede ba kami makahingi ng co-op letter? So it's actually in your letter of acceptance already, yung co-op or placement information ng program mo. It's in the 4th page, field number 24. So, yun, nandun yung co-op or placement information about your program.
Mm-hmm. Yep, thank you very much, Ina. Once again, if you guys need help with your letter of acceptance, if you want to enroll with Fanshawe, we would be happy and glad to help you out with your letter of acceptance. Once again, it's for free, and we can help you get some discounts like the IELTS, the application fee to waive, and our bursary again. Please reach out to Sun-Cor. You can add me up, Kuya Nick, in Facebook. Pakalat-kalat lang ako sa Facebook. And Kuya Mikmik as well. And we would really, really love to help you out. Na ang purpose kasi ng Sun-Cor, yes, we are an immigration agency in partner with Kuya Mikmik, and we can help you out not only for your letter of acceptance but also for your visa as well. And sa amin kasi, we don't just plan for your study visa. We always plan for your permanent residency. So pagdating niyo pa lang dito sa Canada, like I said, day one pa lang, alam mo na kung paano kayo mapi-PR. Kasi po, ang dami pong lumalapit kay Kuya Mikmik, not knowing how to become a permanent resident. Mga misleading information with other agencies na pagdating daw dito sa Canada, tapusin lang yung program, tapos mag-work ng skill job, tapos ipapadala na daw yung PR card sa bahay nila, which is not true. Study visa does not guarantee permanent residency. Ano lang, dapat alam mo kung dapat ano yung pathway for PR. Me and Kuya Mikmik is here to guide you on it. Guys, and of course, Fanshawe is there to really help us achieve the Canadian education, the quality education that we have as well. Kasi nga, gumastos na rin tayo. We need to make sure that it is, hindi nasasayang yung binayad natin. Ayun. So, ito ka naman, another question from Ms. Sandra. If may ECA or West, kailangan ko po ba ng high school diploma?
Okay. So in our application process, we don't actually request yung West. Mas kailangan namin yung high school and college transcript and diplomas na. Kasi for the West kasi, most likely certificate lang yung binibigay. But we want to see if you have this type of courses in your program in high school and also in college. So we don't accept naman hard copies. A clear scanned copy of the documents will be.
Yep, ayun. Thank you very much. As it's clear, kailangan po rin po ng high school. Kasi what Ms. Ina said, kailangan i-check yung mga grades natin sa mga subjects natin ng high school. Ayun. And Ms. Ina, just to follow up with this one, is ilan ba yung for example, marami akong bagsak or incomplete kung college ako. Ano ba yung allowed or not allowed to apply in Fanshawe?
So in terms of if you're going to apply for a post-secondary program, wala naman kaming grade requirement for the courses. Basta yung, let's say, meron kang math, meron kang English, meron kang calculus in the program, we accept you for that one. Pag graduate certificate naman, yun lang yung medyo challenging kasi meron silang specific na GPA na required, which is 2.5. So majority of our students naman were able to get that requirement. So they are issued their letter of acceptance right away.
Okay. Yeah, that's very good info. And bro, do you have any questions from your end, bro?
Sa akin, Ms. Ina, I think people might have missed it when you were mentioning about placement and co-op. Does the International Student Center of Fanshawe provides assistance in finding those industry partners for their placement and co-op?
Yes. If you have a placement or co-op in your program, aside from the program coordinators and academic advisors, meron kayong co-op and placement consultants in each program. So sila yung magtutulong sa lahat ng students namin to create the resume, to provide yung mga list of partners. And for co-op naman, in the first semester of your program, meron kayong subject specifically for co-op preparation.
Wow.
So we will help you for sure. Hindi namin kayo pababayaan to just look for whatever co-op job that's available. We will help you, we'll guide you. Of course, kung may list kami ng partners, you can consider those lists. Pero if let's say makakuha ka ng co-op job na gusto mo talaga and it's not part of your list, we can assess it. So you just have to talk to your co-op coordinator for that.
Oh, thank you for that. Kasi I just want to give emphasis on how effective co-op is for for students setting up their career for success. Sa Canada po kasi, pagdating natin, blanco pa yung resume natin for Canadian experience. And if meron tayong placement or co-op, this definitely supports your resume na hindi ka na mukhang bagong salta. And at the same time, there's a high probability if you perform well during your co-op period, baka ma-absorb kayo ng company and you don't have problems anymore finding a job once you graduate. So, tsaka I think Miss Ina mentioned it's paid. So you are actually starting to recover your cost of studies and living expenses in Canada, and that is really a very wonderful opportunity built into the program itself.
Ayun. Habang kumikita ka na habang nag-aaral.
Yes.
Yun nga.
Pa.
So, aside sa part-time job mo,
Yes.
yung
Yes. Yep, ibang usapan pa yun, kaya maganda siya.
Tsaka, di ba bro, part na rin ng natin to kung explain natin sa info session na the best, where you can get the best reference sa sa
Yes.
sa resume mo is from your co-op work na yung mga supervisor doon because they can attest how you work.
Yes. Tsaka yun nga, hindi na talaga blanco yung resume mo pag-graduate.
Yeah, kasi people here kahit na ilang years of experience ka pa outside Canada, if they see na wala kang Canadian work experience, they don't really, they give relevance, pero if they don't see any Canadian work experience, talagang they don't really give big importance. Talagang that's why everyone starts from the bottom. Kasi nga, which is good talaga. And, ano ba? Miss Ina, are you still good with questions?
yes, for sure.
Time check tayo. It's already 3 minutes before 11 p.m.
Ako po may isa pang question if you may. Ano po yung typical schedule ng mga students? For example, if they have a family coming with them, they want to balance yung sino ba yung maghahatid, sundo sa mga anak. Ano po yung typical schedule ng mga estudyante?
Okay. So, it actually differs per program. Merong kami but normally you will spend around 36 hours average per week in your program. So, depende yan sa program. Let's say, every Monday, Wednesdays, and Fridays, full load na. Pero medyo relaxed yung Tuesdays and Thursdays mo. And some programs majority of our programs, nag-run siya ng 8 a.m. to 4 p.m. Pero meron kaming programs like yung na very into practical, like trades, engineering, na meron silang medyo late classes. So, free up naman yung morning classes nila. So, it will really depend on your program, but you will receive, if ever you are a student at Fanshawe, you will receive your schedule 2 weeks before the start of class. So at least meron pang time to plan out yung strategy natin. Kung sino mag-drop ng kids daycare, or kung ano oras yung job na kukuhanin mo, and also yung sa OWT mo din.
Yes, ito kasi minsan yung na-overlook ng mga parating dito, hindi nila naisip na paano natin ba-budget yung time natin kung may bata.
Yes.
Yes.
Meron tayong student bro na iniwan nila yung 8-month-old baby nila.
Yes.
For the reason na gusto nilang mag full-time muna, ma-settled muna. It was like a hard decision daw kasi 8 months pa lang ma-separate na sa nanay. And Miss Nina, just to follow up lang din dun sa kay Kuya Mikmik na question. Meron ano ba yung passing score ng grades ng student in Fanshawe? Ano ba yung consider mas bagsak? Ano ba yung consider pasado? And just in case bumagsak, what are the options?
Saka ilang beses bumagsak.
So in terms of the grade, I think 2.0 is the minimum grade that you need for the program para mag-move forward ka. Kasi yung mga programs namin, para siyang block per semester. So we don't know na if, let's say, prerequisite pala tong program na, I mean, tong course na to sa next subject mo in next semester. So in terms of yung chances for you to retake the course, actually, even before you fail that subject, medyo nagiging flexible and lenient naman yung mga professors. So let's say for quizzes, you have a specific number of times that you can take the quiz. Especially now the pandemic, medyo hirap sa transition to online learning yung classes, very lenient yung mga professors. And if ikaw, as an international student, tingin mong medyo tagilid ka na, first few weeks pa lang ng class, talk to your academic advisors. Kasi sila yung pwedeng tumulong sa'yo on how you can recover and get the grades that you need. Kasi if, let's say, mag-reach out ka lang pag finals na, so wala na talagang chance. For sure, you might need to retake the course. So if agapan natin na mas maaga, kausapin nyo yung kailangan kausapin. Kung hindi nyo maintindihan yung professor ninyo, talk to their academic advisor.
Yeah, and kung bumagsak man sila, what are the consequences?
Well, they have to retake the course. So that's for sure. Kasi nga, like I mentioned, some courses are prerequisite to the second semester. And kailangan din natin i-consider yung kung when this course is being offered. So kung offered lang siya every fall semester, yon, baka kailangan mo siyang i-take in a later time. So, and as much as possible as an international student, maging priority sana natin yung studies. So, kasi if mabawasan yung load mo for that semester, baka ma-consider ka as part-time student. So that can, I believe, may effect yun sa study permit mo kasi kailangan full-time ka.
Yes, depending on the scenario, yes, it might impact the study permit. Ms. Ina, you mentioned the grade passing is 2.0. So I think in the Philippine context, except for LaSalle, 4 yung mataas, tapos 3 to 1. But I think for other schools like UP, 1 naman yung mataas, tapos 4 yung baba. So when you say 2 is the passing, 4 po yung mataas or 1 yung mataas?
Yeah, actually, I'm
I think 2 yung
checking.
4 yung mataas if I'm correct.
Give me a second. I'm trying to...
Ano na namin, Ina, parang ganito. Pag may quiz ng 100 items, ano yung passing?
Yes. So, yung 2.0 is actually 60 to 64, yung range niya. And that's considered... Yes. Taas naman, it's like LaSalle. 4.2 actually yung pinakamataas. That's A+. 90 to 100 siya. So, it's different. Yun nga, different din siya per school. Sa amin ang pinakamataas is 4.2. Ang passing is 2.0. And if ever you will apply, let's say for, you're aiming for a scholarship, siguro aim 3.5 and above. Para at least, kasi medyo competitive na rin yung mga other international students. So, I think aim 3.0 or 3.5 and above if you want to apply for a scholarship.
Yeah. Inano ko lang na yung sinabi ni Messina. Once again, guys, you are an international student. Ay alam natin, gusto natin kumita ng pera dahil sa trabaho. Please prioritize your studies. Kasi nga, it might affect your visa din kasi magiging part-time ka na. And mahirap mag-file written extension kasi yung kabatch mo na-graduate na, ikaw ano pa nag-aaral pa rin because you failed. No? And maging proactive tayo pag sabi ni Messina, kung alam mong tagilid ka na, as early as possible, kausapin mo yung teacher mo, baka naman pwedeng isama mo siya mag-shopping, ganyan. Joke. Wala yan dito, joke lang yun. Walang ganito dito. But you need to inform your academic advisor regarding your situation para at least maagapan. Kasi mahirap na.
So Kuya Nikki, for our viewers, yung pag-copy-paste or yung tinatawag na plagiarism, this is really, really taken seriously here in Canada.
Yes. Please lang po kung pwede i-reward nyo po. Gamitan nyo po yung ano. Kasi nga, ang dami nang lumapit din kay Kuya Mikmik because of fail due to plagiarism.
Yes, so ingat po
And
tayo. Ingat
may
po
process naman yung school. Each school naman may process. May verbal warning. May...
may
so, hindi
appeal.
naman agad na i-expelled ka.
Oo.
Hindi naman, pero we don't want to be in that situation. Siyempre, stressful,
I know.
international student ka, tapos kasi hindi mo alam na bawal mag-copy-paste. And siguro, masyado kang focus sa part-time work mo, kina-copy-paste mo na lang lagi yung mga presentation mo. So, ingat po tayo sa ganung scenario.
Yes.
And siguro, I think for Philippines, a lot of our students are mature. So medyo matagal na rin talaga silang hindi nakapag-aral kasi nag-focus sila sa work tapos ngayon mag-aaral ulit sila. So we have activities for our students even before the start of class. If incoming student ka, you can participate dun sa APA writing workshops namin, how to do your own research paper, para at least nga ma-prevent natin yung mga ganitong situations. So we have the learning center if ever you have any you need any assistance in your subject even.
Yeah, and also reach out to our fellow kababayan din. Kasi may mga kababayan naman tayo talagang also is willing to help, lalo na sa mga classic. If you have hard time with math or computer, ganun, there's no hard in asking for help.
Yeah,
Tsaka marami rin namang mga peer mentors ang school.
Yes.
Peer mentors. The library is always there. I think the library also offers tutoring services kung kailangan talaga.
Saka may yung student advisors sila, academic advisors pala, if they need help in any subjects that they need naman. Yun ang kagandahan sa Fanshawe. They have a lot of all kinds of assistance. If you have problems with your fees, I think you can also reach out to one of the international department regarding your fees to give you a better options. Okay. So I guess we cover almost everything, bro. Miss Ina, once again, thank you very much. Naging suki ka namin. Isang message ko lang kay Miss Ina, ganito, ganyan. Yes, Nick, tell me the date. No. Book. Yeah. Ganun tayo kalakas kay Miss Ina. And yeah, we would love to do it again. I know busy ka rin, pero if you have time again, we wanted to do this probably once a month or kung may free time kayo. And if you have any news or any updates regarding school that you want to tell us, please feel free to reach out Sun-Cor. Okay, I guess that covers everything, bro. Miss Ina, once again, do you have any last word for all our viewers?
Yeah, so again, thank you Nick and Mick for this webinar. Very peace ako today kasi gabi dito sa Philippines, so hindi ako nag-rush ng anything for my student appointments, ganyan. So yeah, thank you so much for having this webinar, and I know that we will be reaching to a lot of students, potential students of Fanshawe. And for those of you tuning in this live stream and this session, if ever you would need letter of acceptance and assistance for your school, and also meron din silang visa assistance, feel free to get the service of Sun-Cor. Tried and tested na rin talaga sila for Fanshawe College. And yeah, right now we're processing applications for any intake in 2022. Again, may mga January intake programs pa kami na open. Pero kailangan mo lang talagang kumuha ng LOE right away kasi kailangan mo mag-launch ng visa din kaagad. But if May or September pa yung start date nyo, you are free to explore options, talk to Sun-Cor regarding your options, and if ready na kayo to lodge your application, we can process your letter of acceptance as fast as 1 to 4 business days.
Okay. Thank you very much, Ina. And I think we're gonna still continue our live session. But yes, happy Friday and enjoy the rest of your weekend. And God bless you always and stay safe.
Bye. Thank
Bye,
you.
Miss
Have a
Ina.
great day.
Bye, Miss Ina. Oh, yun. Another successful info session with our top school for Sun-Cor, Fanshawe College.
Yes.
I-flex ko lang bro yung natin for promotion natin with Fanshawe College. So once again, meron po kaming promotion, our third year anniversary promotion. Starting October 1st today until the 15th, you can get an LOA from Sun-Cor for free for January, May, and September intakes 2022. We can waive the IELTS worth $300 and application fee na $100. Libre lang po yung pag-process ng LOA namin. Wala po kayong babayaran. At ito yung we can give you our anniversary bonus of $500 once you have your visa approved as well.
And you are in Canada.
Yes. And shout out pala tayo bro kay Erwin Mendoza. Erwin is also doing same bro, na paying it forward. He helps a lot of Filipino then and aspiring students looking for house, for jobs. And yun, JC also. Hello everyone. We also have Jonalyn very well and Merflor Lumbaga. Yun. Shout out pala sa mga na-approve recently on their study visa.
Yes, congratulations.
Congratulations. Please make sure to ready all your documents. Reminder ulit, pag dumating kayo sa border ng sa point of entry, make sure to double check yung permit ninyo, kung yung dates, yung spelling, yung mga restrictions.
Yes. And also don't stress yourself sa pag-empake. We always mention kung ano yung meron sa Philippines. Most likely meron din dito. The prices might vary but it's still accessible if you need it. So for example, Kuya Nikki, nagliligpit ako kagabi tapos nakita ko to. So this is not a paid endorsement pero ito po just to give you an example. A typical item, stiko para sa mga baon ng bata. Stiko, if you're listening, if you want to become our sponsor, this is a free promotion kasi nakita ko lang just to show. Meron talaga dito sa Canada. It's available.
Pero, almost everything, mapa junk food man yan, chippy, mga Mr. Chips, Lala, or
Lala,
even
yes,
as far as bagoong, toyo, or magic sarap, nandito na lahat po yun. We don't want you guys to ma-hold kayo sa border para lang ma-check mo. Weird. May nagdadalang dilata. Meron na po lahat dito.
Dugo para sa dinuguan or yung mga sisig ingredients.
Yeah. Just travel light and safe. Yung mga magta-travel na, I think marami na tayong mga na-approve bro for January.
Yes, so dito sila magpapasko actually. Yun yung plan na most of them.
Reiterate lang natin yung ruling bro that is it 30 days bago sa
So right now what's happening is if you're too early, there's a chance na baka ma-offload po kayo, and we always suggest 30 days is siguro a reasonable time. At the same time kasi pag lumabas yung approval, you still have to settle some things in your home country or at your work if you're an OFW. So mabilis lang po yung panahon. Pag na-approve na kayo, kainin nyo na yung gusto nyong kainin, bisitahin nyo na yung gusto nyong bisitahin, kitain nyo na yung mga kaibigan. Well, if allowed or safe, kitain nyo na yung pwede nyong kitain. Kasi mabilis lang po talaga yung panahon na mga feedback ng mga estudyante. Kuya, pag na-approve ka pala, parang ang bilis bigla ng panahon na nagkukulang yung araw na akala mo madali lang. So, ayaw nating ma-rush din and ayaw nating may makalimutan tayong importante na hindi natin nagawa. Just because.
By the way, bro, yung January intake, schools are now going back to face-to-face class. So, hintay lang tayo ng official ng ng Fanshawe College if they're going back to face-to-face. But other partner schools kasi bro, nag-announce na that they were gonna be, one of them is Niagara College, they're gonna be doing face-to-face na for January intake. So
Alright.
alam mo naman, pag one school is doing that, the other would follow as well. No? And yun nga, pag face-to-face na, everything will be back to normal. Yung mga nag-aaral online, you may need to go to school na in a daily basis or depende sa schedule nyo. And reminder again, yung mga paalis, before kayo paalis, make sure to isolate yourself. Kasi marami na tayong students na offload because nag-positive sila the day before the travel. And it's gonna be expensive because you need to rebook all your tickets, especially kung family kayo. And other reminders, yeah, you can also, kung kailangan kung pwede kayong magpa-ECA or RES or ICAS, habang nasa Pilipinas pa kayo, do it. Kasi
Some
it will
schools
be handy.
Some schools are difficult to coordinate if you're not there anymore.
Yes.
So,
Tsaka 5 years naman yung validity ng mga credentials.
yes, 5 years naman yung mga ECA, more or less. So just enough time for them.
Yeah. Regarding driver's license, make sure your driver's license meron kayo valid pa. You can make use of that one, or you can get an LTO certificate so that you can challenge the driving. Yesterday, meron tayong student din na kumuha ng kotse.
May susundo na nga yata sa akin, Kuya Nicky eh.
Hindi naman sa it's like I said na yung pag ng kotse kasi it's more on a need rather than a want. Pagpipili na ng kotse it's either kukuha ka ng second hand or kukuha ka ng brand new. Second hand, you need to at least check everything. Hindi mo alam kasi kung ano nangyari ng kotse na yun previously or pag nasiraan, lalo pag yung weather dito sa Canada kasi nga malamig. Ako din, I own a second-hand car. Ilang beses ako nalamigan na namatayan ng baterya.
Sasakyan pag winter, Kuya Nicky eh. Lalo na kung may bata.
Yes. And yeah, she decided to get, it's not an expensive car. It's just she leased it for, I think, 3 years or 4 years for $130 bi-weekly with zero down payment. Na yun.
So mura na yon actually. At saka there are 2 options I think. Well, 3 options for international student. Buy the car in cash, finance it. It's possible to finance it, lalo na kung may co-signer. And the last one would be leasing. This is the more popular option for international students. Nagli-lease sila. So for families na may maliliit na bata or maraming family members, it's more practical actually na kumuha ng sasakyan.
Yes, kasi nga kung imagine niyo mag-winter, mag-e-bike kayo ng bus sa may waiting shed ba yun?
Unlike other countries, si Canada walang heater yung mga bus stop. So
yes.
Kaya okay din yung may sasakyan. I think kami nung dumating kami dito September yung class ko, January nag-decide na kami magsasakyan. Kasi meron kaming 2-year-old nung time na ito.
Yeah, pagdating dito naman, suggest na lang namin is apply for a credit card right away so that you can start building your credit. And then also yung credit card kasi yun talaga yung dito eh. One way to build your credit is gamitin mo talaga. Sa atin kasi sa Pilipinas, baliktad. Huwag mong gamitin yan.
Kasi baka mabaon, yes. So dito yung credit card kasi is a big part of your credit score, credit history. So kailangan mo ng tenure sa credit card, gano'n nakatagal credit card mo. Make sure it's below 30% utilization yata or 35% para hindi ka maging delinquent, and obviously always pay it on time. So down the line, if you want to purchase your own car, make a loan, buy a house, apply for mortgage, yung pinakaunang credit card niyo would actually help you in that application.
Yeah. Kasi yun nga, that's the only thing that they can check kung how you paid your utang, which is yung credit card. Ayun. Any shout out from your end, bro?
Shout out dun sa mga na-approve natin. Yung iba medyo complicated cases. Buong pamilya nandito na. Sila na lang yung naiwan. So congratulations finally. You guys, marami sila actually. Similar cases. You guys will be finally reunited with your families. And then you will have the opportunity to become permanently reunited with your families after many, many years
Yeah.
of not being
Ano din
together.
bro, shout out din sa yung ka-workmate ko dati, si Jaisel and Chris. Nag-DIY lang din sila. They got their LOA from us. January
Congratulations.
2022 intake. Yun nga, they're very, ano din sila, it's a young couple din with 2 kids. And hopefully, magiging okay na yung jobs nila sa Pilipinas, but they decided to let go and start their dream
Yes.
here in Canada.
So speaking of which, yung nasabi mo Kuya Nicky, okay na yung jobs nila pero nag-decide mag Canada pa din. I think this is our topic for next week. Tama ba?
Yes. We'll be inviting siguro mga matured when you say matured, yung may mga career na sila na they
Yes.
have established career in the Philippines, but yet they decided to come to Canada and yet they let go of those career day back home.
So for those in the fence na okay na yung career ko, presidente na ako or regional manager, bakit pa ako aalis? Maybe you could hear from our clients who are here already who decided to take the leap. So
Yes.
that's I think our topic for next week. And ayun, I think that will be interesting. Kasi previously, yung mga bata yung mga naano natin.
Yes.
Ngayon,
So
doon
even
naman-
we encourage young ones to come to Canada while they were young kasi nga mas madaling ma-PR yung pathway nila, mas maano din. And bro, I just want to encourage everyone to also refer to us to your friends, lalo na sa Fanshawe College kasi meron kaming promotion. At the same time, we do have a referral. If you will refer someone to get an LOA from Sun-Cor and then have that visa approved and they come to Canada, that person who referred will get $100, and that person who took an LOA from Sun-Cor will also get $100 without even getting the visa assistance that we have.
Yes.
Yeah, so like I said, Sun-Cor, we always push for DIY because there's a bigger chance to do DIY. But just in case, if you need help for your visa application, Kuya Mikmik is there. He is a licensed immigration consultant. He can process your visa, and you can connect with him through me or through Sun-Cor, or you can directly with Kuya Mikmik as well.
Ayun
Okay.
po, yung mga Facebook Messenger request, to be honest, it's always over 100. So it's best to just send us an email so that our staff would be able to see it faster. Kasi yung iba, minsan too late ko na nakikita before I was able to respond. Kuya Nicky, before we end, shout out sa mga student interns natin din who are helping us out. You guys are really doing a great job.
Yeah, thank you very much for really doing the same passion then para na rin kayong tumulong sa mga kababayan natin din.
Yes.
So our mission for Sun-Cor's mission is we want you guys to come to Canada the cheapest way that you can, and we always help you plan for your permanent residency, not just for your student visa. Okay, guys, I know it's already 11:23.
Overtime tayo, sorry.
PM. Nagkasarapan ng kwentuhan kay Miss Ina. Yun. Guys, enjoy your weekend sa Pilipinas. Keep safe po kayo dyan. Ingat po kayo. And hopefully we're gonna see you on our next Friday morning with the Kuyas. And thank you very much for watching, and God bless everyone. So once again, always remember to pray because God's plan is always better than our plans. Take care and
Take care,
enjoy your
everybody.
weekend.
Be safe. Bye-bye.